Hey Libra, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 12th through the 18th. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're continuing with our ocean mermaid theme for the summer. We've got another lovely mermaid deck here. And then after we look at your cards for the week, we're going to see what's going on for you. And I'm going to pull a healing message, a spirit message from a different deck. We have the full moon coming up, middle of the week. We got a full moon in Aquarius, so we're going to see how that's affecting our Libra friends. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as always, guys, those of you who want to know about the card deck, I always have a link in the description of the video for those of you who are like me, who are up for collecting card decks. That info will be in the description for you. So your Monday, Tuesday, Libra, look at this. You have telepathy. It says nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. Now, this is kind of like in a broader sense of the word. I'm not saying that all of you are going to have X-Men abilities and like you're gonna go like get trained by Professor Xavier. It's not gonna like be that dramatic, but this is what's happening, Libra. We have a very powerful full moon coming in the middle part of the week, and it's gonna be felt in a long way because it's connecting people with emotions. It's specifically emotions around connection. So those of you who are intuitive, and those of you who maybe like you've been striving or you've been reaching to connect with the higher self or your higher power and your spiritual gifts and abilities, you're going to be feeling a lot of that in the beginning part of the week. Now, also, this brings me to the next thing. If we look at the card, those of you who watch my videos, you know that I read intuitively. And if you notice the heart, right? The color red, red is passion, red is romance. We have twins here, you know, this heart. So a lot of you, and I'm not going to get into the twin flame because the twin flame is a very complicated thing and it's very misrepresented and it's a whole other thing. So I'm not going to say you're calling in your twin flame, but I'm going to say this. Monday, Tuesday, a lot of you, because this full moon energy is bringing us into the desire to be with our soulmate, the desire to have a loving, fulfilling relationship, those of you who you've already made your connection spiritually with your person, you are going to be feeling them like very, very strong. You're going to be feeling them in the beginning part of the week. So you might be dreaming about this person. They might be bringing you messages in your dreams or vice versa. They might be bringing you messages in your dreams. You may kind of sense what they're feeling, or you may have a feeling that they're going to be reaching out, or you're going to be hearing from them, or, you know, like they're going to express something to you. So a lot of you are having like this psychic connection with a significant soulmate. Okay, you guys know, those of you who are my regular viewers and my subscribers, you know that I don't like to focus a whole lot on love in the weekly forecasts, but when it comes up, I will talk about it. Usually I just do the love reading separately. But in this case, in this sense, you know, I'm feeling this for you guys. I'm feeling that a lot of you, because this full moon is really going to be about love for a lot of people, you are feeling this very strong psychic connection with a significant soulmate where there's information coming in. Some of you, the information is going to be like, you know, I'm working on it, but I'm not ready yet, or whatever it might be. But you're going to feel communication coming in for a lot of you. So it's going to be telepathy in that way, in the way that you sense or feel the person. Okay, or mind reading in that way, but not like something dramatic like in the movies where like you're like hearing what the person at the grocery store in line is thinking, like not like that. Your Wednesday, Thursday is sanctuary. So, my darlings, my dear Libras, you guys hear me talk about it a lot when I do the moon meditations, when I do the full moon stuff. I always say it's a really excellent time to take a sea salt bath around the full moon, because it's a time when we're going to release a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of blockages. Now, you full on have a bathtub in this card, all right, on the day of the full moon. The full moon is happening in the middle of the week. So right there, smack dab in the middle of the week, you have this bathtub coming in and you have the sanctuary message. So those of you who've been like, oh, I should try that, or oh, I should do that, and you haven't been doing it, like the bathtub is here. It's telling you it's time to go ahead and do that. Now, maybe you can't take a bath. Maybe you don't have a bathtub where you're living, or it's a hassle, or it's difficult for you to take a bath. Well, if you can take a shower or rinse yourself off and use like a sea salt scrub, or, use like some essential oils, or like dried plant extracts, or like dried lavender or dried sage or things like that. Whatever you can do or get your hands on, this is going to be a good idea to do some kind of spiritual cleanse, some spiritual bath, okay? This is going to be a good time for you to do that in the middle of the week and to create a sense of sanctuary. You need to clear a lot of energies, especially those of you who are really like your empaths, or you have spiritual gifts or abilities, or you're just a very loving person, so everybody's coming to you for advice and help, or people are like looking to you to rescue them in some way and they're putting a lot of pressure on you. This is going to be a good time for you to clear away a lot of that and set energetic boundaries, because you had that. I don't mean to get all deep on you guys, Libra, but you had that telepathy card come up Monday, Tuesday. So we already know a lot of you are in your spiritual gifts and abilities, and you are emotionally and intuitively sensing people in your life. There's people who are courting you hardcore right now. Like they're creating energetic cords with you. And so you need to cut those cords, and you need to like let those people go in a way where you're wishing them well, you're wishing them peace. But if you're trying to have a love life right now, or maybe if it's not even love life, if you're just trying to go off and live the life that you love and live the life that's purposeful and meaningful to you, you may have a lot of people that are pulling on your energy, right? Because this card even says like maybe your space isn't being protected, or people are like invading your space, or your space isn't being respected, I should say. So this is going to be a good time to cut energetic cords. This is going to be a good time for you to come into the energy of being able to heal and release. This is going to be a good time for you to kind of take back your power and just kind of like disconnect. One thing that's going to happen, and I'll tell you, it happens to me always as like we're in a big planetary shift, or we're coming up on a full moon, it gets very busy for me. People need emergency readings for some reason. Like everybody's reaching out and everybody has an emergency. And sometimes if I can accommodate it, I'll get it in. But I can't always do that. So even though you might not be a reader, and even though you might not be offering emergency readings, Libra, I feel like a lot of people are going to be coming to you with their personal emergencies this week. And this card is saying that it's okay for you not to answer the phone, or it's okay for you to let somebody know, hey, I'm really sorry you're going through this. I can't really, help right now, but, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Like, it's okay for you to take your time and take your space. You don't have to drop everything to carry other people or to rescue them, because this is the time that you need to take to nourish yourself and to protect your energy. You have a lot of emotions coming to the surface. You have a lot of spiritual growth that's happening. So you need to take this time and focus on you and give yourself this personal space. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card is divination. Wow, you have a lot of psychic energy cards, Libra. It says prophecy. Does that say late? I don't have my glasses. I'm getting old, guys. Now you know Amethyst secret. I have to have contact lenses or glasses on. Prophecy, fate, destiny, future, and fortune. Okay? So you are connecting with your spiritual gifts and abilities. This is very clear. This has been repeated to you twice now in this reading. So some of you are receiving premonitions. You may be receiving premonitions about like your future, your life purpose, what you see yourself doing in your life's work. You may be receiving premonitions about your love life or your soulmate or your love life in the future. But you're definitely receiving information, and you're definitely kind of getting these glimpses glimpses of where things are headed. And so a lot of you are going to be able to intuitively begin to plan or make decisions because it's going to feel right to you, like the sense that you're going in, the direction that you're going in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at your healing card for the week, your healing message. And again, guys, I take this time to remind you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more, and they might just kind of bring you little extra tidbits of information, because these are general readings, so it might not, like, you know, resonate with you 100%. And sometimes when you watch your moon sign and rising sign, you can take a few more little bits that resonate with you, so it can be helpful in that way. I am having a special on private readings, which I'll talk about at the end. But let's go ahead and see what your healing message is for the week. And you have unconditional love. All right, Libra, so this is the energy that's coming in for you. Unconditional love. So a lot of you are having like this release, and you're letting go of certain kind of pressures that you've been putting on yourself, or feeling like you have to drop everything for everybody or rescue people. And so maybe this has been the thing that has made you feel kind of like, you know, it's selfish of you to do that, or it's bad of you to try to like kind of, you know, put yourself first. But this card is letting you know that you're worthy of love. Okay, and that as a human being, as a child of the universe, as a child of God, unconditional love is your birthright. Remember how I was saying that this full moon is going to be bringing a lot of people in that energy of wanting to connect with their romantic partners, or, you know, come into this energy of, you know, being with their like life partner or their life soulmate. So some of you, before you get there, you need to master this unconditional love of self, right? As well as master unconditional love of others. For whatever reason, Libra, this card makes me feel like a lot of you grew up around really judgmental people. And so like you were very judgmental of yourself, and you were very judgmental of other people. And that's like hindered your relationships. And so that is healing. You're coming more into the energy of loving yourself unconditionally and being able to be ready to love somebody else unconditionally, right? Because everybody has like this wonderful fantasy of like the perfect person coming in, and how it's going to be like the perfect match, and this person is never going to do you any wrong, and they're going to be so perfect and so handsome and so beautiful and so sexy and so loving and so considerate. But as long as you're marrying a human or dating a human, or you're looking for a human being to create a life with, that person's going to have imperfections. That person's going to let you down from time to time. And that's what happens sometimes, is we'll throw in the towel on somebody because we're like, well, you really let me down, or I just saw a side of you I really didn't like. And granted, guys, there are going to be some things that we shouldn't accept, right? We shouldn't accept somebody who's being toxic or abusive. There's definitely cases in which we should say, hey, you let me down. I'm done with this. There's the door. Bye. Or I'm leaving. But sometimes, in some cases, we give up early on things that maybe are not as serious or not as severe, or are just, you know, because that person is human and humans make mistakes. So those of you who have had that issue or who've had that block, you're healing it and releasing it this week. But more importantly, I feel for the majority of you, it's more like you're learning to love yourself, and you're learning to realize that there's no such thing as perfection, and there's no need for you to put such heavy requirements or expectations on yourself. Again, watch your moon sign and rising sign video. Check out and see what the healing cards are for your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. If you would like more love info, I know I touched on it a little bit because of the full moon, you know, bringing a lot of our attention to love this week, but I generally don't get too deep in love in the weekly forecast. You can click on the link in the description of the video, which will take you to the love readings for August. If you haven't already watched them, feel free to do so. If you would like a private reading, this is a good week to do it because I am having a sale. I wasn't going to announce it on YouTube. I was just going to post it in the community section and post it on the social media for like the people that like really pay attention to what I post, because a lot of those people have been with me forever. And the last time that I announced a sale on the video, a lot of my old school people who were with me from the beginning, they didn't get a chance to get in because I announced the sale. I went to bed. I woke up in the morning. I was booked 3 months out. And I was very touched by that. And I appreciated every single one of you that booked. I love reading for you. But I wanted to give my OG people, my people from the beginning, a chance to get on and have the special rate readings. And so now I'm opening it up to YouTube, but I'm still going to keep it limited. So it's only going to be for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. But if you want to take advantage of the sale, since I hit 60,000 subscribers, I'm blown away. Thank you. I'm going to do 60-minute discount. So usually for the 60-minute phone call, it's $100. For a 60-minute video, it's $150. But for the 60,000 subscriber sale, I'm going to do 60-minute phone call for $60. And also the video, if you want to do a video or if you want to do an audio, whatever you pick. It's 60 minutes for $60. So that's almost half off of the phone reading. It's more than half off of a video reading. And it's a little bit of a discount from the regular audio. So if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead and subscribe. Some of you are like, Amethyst, that's really nice of you, but that's still way too much. I have 15-minute readings for $20, starting at $20. So I try to have different options, and I try to have things out there. And of course, guys, for everybody, I'm going to keep the free content coming. I'm going to do my best to get as much free content out there as I can. I might stop doing the cross-watcher stuff just so I can start devoting more time to like educational videos and meditations and things like that. I'm still feeling this out. I'm still figuring it out. But keep in mind that, it's free content is a priority for me, and free content will continue. And those of you who want a private reading, I try to have different affordable options for people. So I thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I am wishing you the very best, my darlings. Have a fabulous week.